Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all today. Today, we'll be exploring a very important topic: data integrity assurance. The focus will be on critical gaps, regulatory expectations, and practical insights that can help us strengthen our data practices. This is the first slide, so I want to give you a quick overview of what's to come. We'll look at the key challenges in maintaining data integrity, what regulators are expecting from us, and some real-world tips to ensure compliance and best practices. I look forward to sharing these insights with you. Let's get started. Let's take a moment to look at what data integrity looked like back in 2015. At that time, maintaining accurate and reliable data was already recognized as a critical challenge for organizations. Despite the importance, many companies faced significant hurdles in ensuring their data remained trustworthy. This was a reality where issues like data corruption, inconsistencies, and unauthorized modifications were quite common. These problems not only impacted operational efficiency, but also posed risks to decision-making and compliance. Understanding this context helps us appreciate how far we've come and underscores the ongoing need for robust data integrity measures today. It's a reminder that safeguarding our data is not a new concern, but an evolving one that continues to demand our attention. Let's take a closer look at the expectations around computerized systems. When we talk about these systems, we're really focusing on what we anticipate in terms of their performance, reliability, and security. It's important to understand that these expectations set the standard for how these systems should operate within our processes. For example, we expect computerized systems to be accurate and consistent, minimizing errors that could impact our work. They should also be user-friendly, so staff can interact with them effectively without unnecessary complications. Additionally, data integrity is a key expectation, meaning the information stored and processed by these systems must be reliable and protected from tampering or loss. Another crucial aspect is security. As these systems often handle sensitive information, we expect them to have strong safeguards against unauthorized access or cyber threats. Plus, they should be compliant with relevant regulations, ensuring that our operations meet legal standards. Overall, these expectations are fundamental because they help us maintain trust in our systems, support efficient workflows, and ensure that our data remains secure and accurate. When we set clear expectations, it also guides the development, implementation, and ongoing management of these computerized systems to meet our organizational goals. Let's take a look at some common pitfalls and red flags to watch out for. These are often signs that something may not be quite right, and recognizing them early can save a lot of trouble down the line. It's important to be vigilant and aware of these indicators, as they can point to underlying issues. By catching these red flags early, we can address problems before they escalate, ensuring the integrity of the process and the success of the project. So, staying alert to these warning signs is a key part of maintaining quality and avoiding costly mistakes. Let's take a closer look at the contributing factors to data integrity. First, it's important to understand that data integrity isn't just about avoiding errors. It's about ensuring the accuracy, consistency, and trustworthiness of data throughout its life cycle. One key factor is data entry errors, which can happen when information is manually inputted, highlighting the need for careful validation and user training. Another critical factor is system security. If systems aren't properly protected, they can be vulnerable to unauthorized access or tampering, which directly compromises data integrity. This is why implementing strong security measures is so vital. Additionally, hardware and software malfunctions can lead to data corruption or loss. Regular maintenance and robust backup procedures are essential to mitigate these risks. Finally, organizational policies and procedures play a significant role. Clear standards for data handling, regular audits, and accountability measures help maintain data integrity over time. All these factors are interconnected and emphasize why a comprehensive approach is necessary to safeguard our data. This understanding helps us appreciate the complexity behind maintaining high quality, reliable data in any organization. Let's take a closer look at the contributing factors to data integrity. First, it's important to understand that data integrity isn't just about preventing errors. It's about ensuring that data remains accurate, consistent, and trustworthy throughout its life cycle. Several factors can influence this. One major factor is human error, which can occur during data entry, processing, or even analysis. Even small mistakes can compromise the quality of the data. That's why implementing proper training and validation checks is so crucial. Another factor is system errors or technical glitches. Hardware failures, software bugs, or network issues can all lead to data corruption or loss. Regular maintenance and robust backup procedures help mitigate these risks. Data security is also a key contributor. Unauthorized access or malicious attacks can alter or damage data. Strong security measures, including encryption and access controls, are essential to maintain data integrity. Finally, data governance practices, like standardized procedures and clear policies, help ensure everyone handles data consistently and correctly. When all these factors are managed well, they collectively support the overall goal of reliable, trustworthy data in our organization. Let's take a closer look at what to look for in an audit trail. When you're reviewing an audit trail, it's crucial to focus on a few key points. First, check for completeness. Make sure all relevant transactions and activities are recorded without gaps. Next, look for accuracy. Verify that the details, such as dates, times, and user actions, are correct and consistent. It's also important to monitor for any unusual or unauthorized activity, which could indicate potential issues or security breaches. Additionally, pay attention to the sequence of events to ensure they follow logical and expected progressions. Connecting these points to our overall theme, a thorough review of the audit trail helps us maintain transparency, ensure accountability, and uphold compliance. Remember, the goal is to spot anomalies early and understand the story behind the data, so we can take informed actions when needed. Now, let's take a closer look at the user authentication procedure. This process is crucial because it ensures that only authorized users can access our system. First, when a user attempts to log in, they typically provide their credentials, such as a username and password. These credentials are then verified against our database to confirm their identity. If the information matches, the user gains access. If not, they're denied and may be prompted to try again. It's important to highlight that this procedure forms the foundation of our security framework. Without a robust authentication process, our entire system could be vulnerable. We also use additional measures like multi-factor authentication to add layers of security, making it even harder for unauthorized individuals to gain access. Connecting this to our overall theme, effective user authentication not only protects sensitive data, but also builds trust with our users. It's a key component in maintaining the integrity and security of our digital environment. Now, let's talk about the importance of performing data integrity self-audits. This is a crucial step in maintaining the accuracy and reliability of our data. By regularly reviewing and auditing our data ourselves, we can catch potential issues early before they become bigger problems. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. These audits help ensure that the data we rely on is correct, consistent, and trustworthy. This process ties directly into our overall goal of maintaining high-quality data management practices, which is essential for making informed decisions and upholding our standards. Remember, consistent self-audits are a key part of sustaining data integrity over time. Today, I want to talk about FDA's chromatography concerns. Chromatography is a crucial technique used in the analysis and purification of pharmaceuticals, ensuring the quality and safety of the products we rely on. However, the FDA has raised some important issues related to this method. One key concern is the reproducibility of chromatographic results, making sure that results are consistent across different batches and laboratories. Variability here can lead to questions about product quality and safety. Another point is method validation. It's vital that the chromatography methods used are thoroughly validated to be accurate, precise, and robust. Without proper validation, data might be unreliable, which could impact regulatory decisions. Additionally, the FDA is attentive to potential interference from excipients or impurities that might affect the chromatography results, leading to false positives or negatives. These concerns connect directly to the overall theme of quality assurance in pharmaceutical manufacturing. Ensuring robust, validated, and reproducible chromatography methods helps maintain the integrity of the drug approval process and ultimately protects public health. So, understanding and addressing these chromatography concerns is a key part of ensuring our products meet the highest standards. Let's take a closer look at typical DI observations. When conducting diagnostic imaging, or DI, there are certain patterns and findings that we often see. These observations can help us identify underlying issues more accurately. One key point is that some findings are quite common across different cases, which makes it important to understand their significance in context. For example, certain abnormalities might appear frequently, but their relevance depends on the overall clinical picture. It's also crucial to recognize subtle signs that might be easily overlooked. These small details can be the clues that lead to a correct diagnosis. Another important aspect is consistency in interpretation. Having standardized criteria helps ensure that observations are reliable and comparable across different cases and practitioners. Connecting these observations to the larger theme of our presentation, understanding typical DI findings allows us to improve diagnostic accuracy and ultimately provide better patient care. Recognizing these patterns enables us to make more informed decisions and avoid unnecessary tests or treatments. So, as we come to the conclusion, I want to emphasize the key points we've discussed today. We've seen how important it is to understand the core concepts and how they connect to the bigger picture. Throughout this presentation, we've explored various ideas, but the main takeaway is that applying these principles thoughtfully can really make a difference. Remember, the overall theme was about growth and innovation, and everything we've covered ties back to that. By keeping these ideas in mind, you'll be better equipped to make informed decisions and drive positive change. Thank you for your attention, and I encourage you to reflect on how you can implement these insights moving forward. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to help with any questions or additional information you might need. Thank you so much for your attention and engagement throughout this presentation. Remember, we're always available to assist you in implementing these ideas or addressing any concerns. Your success is important, and we look forward to supporting you moving forward.